Hi guys, in this video we're going to learn about NestJS. Let's get started. So let's go to the documentation and let's proceed further. So NestJS is a framework for building efficient, scalable Node.js server-side applications. This is something you might know and you might not know. So NestJS is the framework built on top of frameworks like Express and Fastify. You might know about Express. I'm sorry. You guys might know about Express.js. So yeah, Express is an unopinionated minimalist framework. So in Express.js, we have to define everything, our own directory structure, everything on our own basis. But in Nest.js, it's a framework built on top of Express. So what Nest people did is they define a specific structure in such a way that we can make efficient and scalable Node.js server-side applications. Okay, so yeah, the code is heavily inspired from Angular. If you guys have worked on Angular, then you might see a lot of similar things here also. So yeah, let's proceed. Let's install. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to install Nest CLI. Let's open the terminal. So yeah, so let's install Nest CLI. So notice we are using -g flag, and it means we are installing Nest CLI on our system globally, so that whenever we make a new Nest project, we just use Nest command just like this. We can see if the Nest is installed in our system, then it will just display something like this. So yeah, let's clear it and let's initialize our project. So we'll define it as nest new, and we'll say the project name is nest-yt. Okay, so it's gonna ask which package manager you use. I'm using npm. You can use whatever you want. So yeah, it's gonna take some time. So yeah, now we see we have successfully installed our project, and let's go inside the project file and open it in VS Code. I'll just open in WSL as I'm using WSL remote Ubuntu. So yeah, we'll get familiar with the directory structure of NestJS. So it's using a lot of files like gitignore. You might know about gitignore. It's just gonna ignore the files before pushing the code to GitHub, so that we don't push node modules and other things like environment variable file and things like that. So that's this. So NestJS also comes with the prettier and ESLint predefined, so we can define all the rules here, everything, all the prettier things here. Yeah, everything like that. So you can see we have ESLint and prettier, everything installed here. We can see jest also for testing purposes. All the packages of testing is also installed here. Yeah, so things like that. It's using TypeScript. We can use JavaScript also, but we are using TypeScript in this tutorial. So yeah, we have tsconfig files for defining TypeScript rules. The most important directory here in the project is source src folder. So we have about 5 files here, which is app controller spec.ts. It's for testing purposes. In this course, we don't need this spec file, so we are just gonna ignore this. And first of all, we'll go to the main ts file and gonna understand what main.ts file does. So we are using an asynchronous function, bootstrap, and we are defining an app from Nest factory package. We are importing that package from NestJS core and creating that app from using app module. We are importing this file, this module, app.module.ts, and on the basis of that, we are creating an app, and we are saying that app to start and listen on this port. If we have defined an .env file, it will import the port number from there, and if it's not, if the file is missing, then we'll just define the port as 3000. It will run on 3000. Let's see what it does. So we don't have an env file, it's gonna run on 3000 port. Let's see which command we're gonna use. So we are gonna use npm run start dev basically here from this. We can use this also, but the difference is if we use this command, then if we make a change while development, we'll have to restart the server again and again. It's a lot of time consumption. So yeah, to improve the development process, we can use this start : dev command. So it's using watch flag, and so what watch flag will do is whatever change we make in the server, in the code basically, it's gonna detect, and whenever we save, it's gonna restart and upload the new files on the server and run it for the testing purpose. So we don't need to do everything like restarting and things like that. So we're gonna use npm run start : dev. So yeah, you can see it's gonna start compilation, and yeah, our app is started, and we can see we have mapped this route of get method, and we'll see what it does. First of all, now we know about bootstrap, how the app is bootstrapping. Let's go to app module file. So the NestJS has modules, controllers, and services. Everything in the app is mostly on the basis of modules, controllers, and services. So what module is? It's a combination of controllers and providers, and it's gonna think of it like as we can use different types of modules. One module is for users, one module is for auth purposes. If we define an auth module, then that module is gonna work on sign in, sign out, things like that. And if we're gonna use users module, it's gonna create, read, update, delete, CRUD operation. So that module is for focusing on just users module or auth module. So we have the root module here, which is app module, and how do we define a module is we're gonna use this decorator @module, and we'll make parenthesis. There is a parenthesis, and we're gonna pass a object, and in the object we have imports, controllers, and providers. So in NestJS we can use multiple modules inside the modules if we want to use. So basically, if we want to use auth module inside the users module, and we're gonna use if we want to use some kind of authentication in users operations, we can just import the modules like auth module. Wherever we defined it, will just we can import it from here in the import file and then use it here. The second part is the controller, and we are using app controller here. Third is providers. So the providers have services. The second thing now we have to do is we need to understand what app controller is. So what now we have understood about the module, and we're gonna just export app module. So how we define this class name is we have app and this is module. So we'll just define app module like this and export it so that we can use it wherever we want. Now let's go into the controller and see what the controller basically does. So now, just like in the module, we can define controller like using @controller decorator, and basically define it with the parenthesis, and then we'll export class app controller. So just like that, So we can see app is here and controller is here. We'll just define it like this and open an object. And so basically it's a class, so it will have a constructor, right? So from constructor we're gonna instantiate app service. We can understand it like this. What it does is, so you might know about how we can define a date in JavaScript. It's like this. What it does is it uses the new keyword and this date object. It's basically a class, and then we instantiate using a new keyword, and then that new object, everything that's gonna come from that object goes inside this variable. So just like that, we'll define the service using the private keyword, and we'll just name that service with app service. Wherever we want to use it, we'll use this name, and we'll link this variable with this app service file. Just like that, we're gonna link other services also. So now we understood about app services. Now we have to come here in the @get method. So what get method is you might know a lot of API methods like get, post, put, delete, patch. We make a lot of requests like hyphen get method with hyphen route, or maybe post method with slash login, or maybe delete request with user slash id. We pass some kind of id here, and then it will just delete. So yeah, these get methods come here. We'll just define @post like this. P should be capital. We'll define post. We'll define delete like this. So we can see here we have defined @get decorator, and under the get decorator we are defining a function get hello, and we are defining it should return a string. So let's understand what this controller and get method does. So if we use some kind of text here like app, and we'll define anything like hello, yeah, that's fine. So if we use this text, then then the API route that's gonna form is app/app/hello, and the method will be get. So whatever we pass, whenever we're gonna call get this endpoint using get method, then this function is gonna run. So yeah, what get hello does is it will just return this .app service. So whenever we gonna use app service, then we'll use this. Since it's a class, we'll use this keyword, and then this consists of app service, and app service have some kind of function named get hello. We're gonna call that function, and yeah, it will do its thing. So yeah, it says it will return hello world. So yeah, right now I'm gonna remove this, and this also. Yeah, so what it does now is if the controller and get method is empty, the route will be just slash, which is the root route, and the method is, as it is get, the method will be get. Whenever we go on a call, so we know server port number is 3000, and we are gonna type the route slash, and if we enter it, we can see hello world here. So yeah, if we see hello here, then it's just returning hello world here. We can define this here also. If we define hello, let's say we define I define my name here, and yeah, we'll just see it will define hello Rajveer here, but this is not the convention. We have to define the service, and then from that service we'll have different functions, and then we call from there. We can get various parameters, like post method have some kind of data, we'll abstract that data from here and then pass it to this function, and things like that. Next comes is app.service. We can say don't save, and we can just close this also. So yeah, let's go to the service now. How do we define a service? Now to define a service, we'll just say @injectable, just like that. We have defined a service with the parentheses. We'll just export class app.service, just like the convention. I said app service, this is the app service, and then we'll define a function name. We can name it whatever we want, and then we'll use that service. Yeah, need to save this. So yeah, we'll name whatever we want in this function, and then we'll just call this app service. App service has a function named get hello, and we'll use this function and call this method basically. So yeah, we'll define the function here, and we're gonna define what it will return. It will return a string. So yeah, we'll open the function and return hello world here. So yeah, this is how we define a service in the in NestJS. So yeah, that's pretty much it in this video. So yeah, in this part we got to know how to install NestJS CLI. We got to know about NestJS directory structure. We got to know about modules, controllers, service, and how our app bootstraps. We got to know about package.json, have some kind of scripts and things like that. And yeah, thanks for watching.